Girl, Schwartz, apparently, allegedly, it's kind of done so with Tom Sandoval. hmm Look, I think this is bigger than we have actually anticipated. And I think we need to discuss what is behind this decision, But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because over here we talk about Bravo every single day. And girl, let's talk about this mess. So, we kind of like know some things. We can hear some things. We know that Tom Schwartz lived for Tom Sandoval. I even more than for Jax. I think Schwartz literally gave his heart, his soul, his everything to Tom Sandoval. He defended him when no one else will defend him. He stood by him for years. He was like ride or die for Tom Sandoval, and it's kind of sad to see a friendship like that to be over. To be honest with you, I understand that Tom Sandoval did a lot of BS, that Tom Sandoval became like the most hated person like in the world basically. um but it is kind of sad to see a friendship like this just to broke up, but it was something that it was, I think we all knew that it was going to happen eventually. I think we understood that there is nothing wrong to having such a strong friendship with someone when the friendship is reciprocated, you know. But I think we constantly saw Tom Schwartz, who will die for Tom Sandoval, but Tom Sandoval will not go the same distance for Tom Schwartz. And yes, we saw Tom Sandoval defending Schwartz here and there, right? But it was never like he was, we never got that same, this is my everything. We never got that like, this is my brother. Look, I'm one of the people who I was expecting at some point for these two to come out of the closet and live happily ever after. But of course that didn't happen ever. Uh, but like it's sad. It's sad to see to see someone giving so much love and not get that back. It is also like you don't want to give people the satisfaction of being right. And the thing is, like, everyone constantly told Tom Schwartz, be careful with Tom Sandoval, be careful with Tom Sandoval, this guy, he might be using you, he might be not wanting the actual best things for you, like, just be careful, right? um Look, the thing is, at the end of the day, their friendship is not over. It's just very damaged, and it's probably never going to be the same friendship that it used to be. And it's sad because when you see Schwartz now, he doesn't have the same light in his eyes that he used to have. You know, um, and I think that's something that is not to celebrate. That's something that is very sad because it's kind of like when a kid loses his innocence. When a kid realizes that the world is a mess up place and there is not the same magic ever again. But it wasn't necessary, probably because I don't think Tom Sandoval was ever going to make the best for Tom Schwartz. And it took a huge scandal like Scandoval, and it also took the fact that they went into business together for Schwartz to really realize that. Schwartz, when he has been doing some podcasts here and there, and he said that he still has a relationship with Sandoval, but they just don't see each other, not even as close as like what they used to do before. Sometimes it can be like weeks that they just don't talk at all. And Schwartz understand that he also changed. That divorce changed him. That losing all of his life savings up till that moment on this bar changed him. And he also has a lot of resentment because Sandoval just threw the towel, when a scandal happened and led him there to deal with all of this mess. Schwartz received so much hate for Scandal when he had absolutely nothing to do with it. Nothing, you know? So, like, just because, crazy fans became crazy fans. And then they went on and they decided, like, oh, well, if anyone is related to Tom Sandoval, then they need to be taken down too. And it was such a horrible mob mentality, and I don't think those fans never realized that they were literally playing with not only Tom Sandoval's money or whatever. It was so many people's lives as well. They I mean, they make, of course, Schwartz lose a bunch of money, but they also like mess with every single person who was working at that restaurant bar. The servers, the bartenders, the housekeepers. It is so much bigger than just one person who was not even the whole owner of the place, right? And I think for Schwartz, it really caught him deeply, and I think he's trying. I think still to this day, he's trying to like really found her footage after his whole world was rocked like that. You lose your wife in part because of this friendship, and then you lose this friendship because that friendship was never really like the friend that you needed. you know he abandoned you, he make you lose your reputation, he make you lose your money, he make you lose a bunch of shit. And that but I feel for Schwartz, because I am too a person who gives so much to my friends and who live for my friends as well, that it is very hard to realize, and it's painful when you realize that there are certain people who don't think the same about you. So I think that's why I relate to Schwartz so much, because I can see his pain and I can understand his pain. And he still is not cutting Sandoval out of his life. It's just like now he understand that they need to take a time apart, and they need to reassess, and he needs to understand if this friendship is really something that is going to be worth having around him for the rest of his life. But then he also needs to like understand, like, okay, if this person is not my friend anymore, who am I? How I'm going to be living my life from now on? Who are my real friends? And there is no worse pain than losing a best friend, not a random friend, a best friend. So it's a lot. So I have to like congratulate Schwartz for standing his ground, for learning in the process, keep growing up, and hopefully he will find happiness too. I want him to be happy. I want him to find someone to, fulfill all those voids that he has inside of him. And I'm just hoping for the best for him. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. What do you think that Schwartz needs moving on? And if you want to get all the tea related to Vanderpump Rules or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.
Welcome to the Real Andy of Beverly Hills Show.